I used to chase leads, dialing all day, getting ghosted here and not today, wasting my time on the wrong kind of call. But now I got Ava, yeah, she handles it all. Networker Central, the game's been changed. No more guessing, no more pain. Lead capture pages, they work like a dream. Sales pages shining, building my team. Ava's on the line, she's working non-stop. The resident AI, she's calling the shots. She makes the calls, qualifies with ease. Sends the text, keeps me feeling stress-free. Schedules the hot leads right on my list. With Networker Central, I never miss. Building my team with ease. With Networker Central, it's always a breeze. CRM's got my leads all in place. Notes on the convo, I'm saving the space. Score the leads right, knowing who's hot and who's cold. This ain't old school, this is next level gold. No more chasing, no more stress. Ava's got them lined up, only talk to the best. No more wasted time, no regrets. Building my empire without the BS. Ava's on the line, she's working non-stop. The resident AI, she's calling the shots. She makes the calls, qualifies with ease. Sends the text, keeps me feeling stress-free. Schedules the hot leads right on my list. With Networker Central, I never miss. Building my team with ease. With Networker Central, it's always a breeze. Networker Central, the future is here. Making connections, my vision is clear. Time is my money, and I make it invest. Now I work smart and forget all the rest.
Hi, everyone. I'm Heidi, and I'm one of the co-founders of Networker Central. Thanks for joining us on this lovely evening. We are in Mesa, Arizona, and we are doing this live. So if you haven't done so already, can you go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/Networker Central and join and like us, because tomorrow we'll have this webinar up on our Facebook page. So if you miss it, you can always go to our Facebook page and watch it later, and you can share the link with somebody. Also, we'll put any updates we have on the Facebook page. So again, it's facebook.com/Networker Central. So please join and like us if you haven't done so already. And since we are doing this live, down at the bottom of your screen, there's a Q&A button. So if you have any questions during this webinar, just write them down, and Dennis and I will go on after and answer the questions best we can. If there's any unanswered questions, or if you have any questions after this call, please don't hesitate to reach out to our amazing support team. And their hours are Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 4:30, and we are on Pacific Standard Time because we're in Arizona. So get Dennis to put up their number at the end of the webinar, so you have that information also. So anyways, since we are live, Dennis Seifert is going to be going over this amazing system we have, and we have some exciting new news to announce, so he'll be announcing that too. So please join me in welcoming Dennis Seifert.
Thank you, Heidi, and thanks everybody for joining us this Wednesday night. Yeah, it's exciting. We've got so much going on here. We've added a couple new employees to the team. We're really excited about that, especially with some of the talents that they're bringing that we're going to be able to help you out with as well. So I'll show you that as we get along here. But thanks for joining us. Heidi and I are in Arizona. It's starting to heat up over here. but I'm glad you were able to take some time out of your evening. Whether you're seeing this for the first time or you're one of our customers, maybe just coming in to see what's new and exciting. Glad you took the time to join us. So who are we? Heidi and I have been in the industry of network marketing, multi-level marketing, affiliate marketing for over 30 years. And we've been really focused on helping companies with their lead generation and working those leads through systems. And so we started out in lead gen, and then we moved into software development. We've helped some of the top companies, billion-dollar companies in our industry are using our software for managing their prospects and building their businesses. And we're really excited about what we've developed here now with Networker Central. We've taken all this knowledge that we've built for other companies and we put it into one solution called Networker Central. And we think this will be the final resting place for you and your business. So, companies come and go, but Networker Central is going to be with you for your history of entrepreneurship. I hope you find one company and you're with that same company for 30 years, but the reality is business plans change, companies change, yours changes as well. And many people we find today are promoting multiple business opportunities. In fact, maybe things even outside of direct selling. And you need a platform that can do all of that. And that's what Networker Central is here for. So I'm going to share my screen, and I see someone already posing a question. That's great. Along the way, just post your questions, and Heidi's going to jump back on in about 20 minutes and we'll go live, and anything you've got, maybe something we didn't cover. Obviously, we can't cover everything on this webinar here, but we will touch on some of the highlights. And if you've got questions about other areas of the platform, how it can help you and your team, just reach out through that Q&A box. Or if it's personal, don't worry about it. Just, you can put it down there and we can reach out to you directly. So anyway, Networker Central is a complete digital marketing platform, and it is powered by AI. This is Ava. She's our AI virtual assistant. She is located throughout the platform. I'll show you all the cool things that she can do. Basically, the system has everything you need to run, grow, and ultimately duplicate your business, because that's really the key of building something in this profession. If it doesn't duplicate, don't do it. Okay, that's really, you can come out there with the greatest idea, and generate some enrollments, but really you need to come up with a strategy, a systematic process that you can then take to your new people, and then down and down and down, tens, if not hundreds of levels of everybody following the same process. And this system lets you do it. We created this really cool thing called team sharing. And it's just amazing what it can do. But before we get to that, it has all the components. In fact, I've talked to so many people that have actually saved money by moving to our system because they were able to get rid of other services, etc. But it starts with the CRM, the contact management system. This is kind of the lifeblood of the system, where you can manage all of your contacts. And let me flip over to the live account because it's probably easier to see it from there. I'm just going to jump into it from a kind of a weird way, but bear with me. Okay. So so I'm going to jump back and forth between the PowerPoint, between the live system here so you can see it. But I wanted to show you the contact manager because it really is powerful. I know for many years, even when I was building a business, because I have, you wonder, we didn't go over our experience, but Heidi and I have been in this industry. I've worked on the corporate side. That's actually where I started. I was in the field for over a decade, like many of you are. And in addition, working behind the scenes now, building systems and all of that. That's our focus. But we have experience with this, so I know what it's like. You're building a business, you're scrambling to get new recruits, trying to hit new numbers by the end of the month, hitting these sales goals, whatever it is. And a lot of times, you're jotting things down in your phone, or back in the day, like on a yellow sticky note or a notepad. all that gets lost. I mean, literally, it gets lost. Especially as I get older here, trying to remember, I met someone over at Safeway, bumped into them, try to remember the name. You can look it up in your CRM. If you've got little notes, you said met at Safeway or on flight to Spokane or whatever it was. This is completely searchable to CRM. You're going to, over here on the right, you're going to see everything that prospect did, what websites they went to, how long they were there, if they watched a video, how much of the video they watched. If an email went out, did they open it? Did they click it? Did they forward it? In addition to our AI voice features, which I'll show you in a moment, all of that's going to track in the CRM. But more importantly, you'll be able to add new notes. They'll automatically be time-stamped and searchable right from within the system. And then in addition to this, there's a lot of cool tools, from communicating with them by SMS, email, even AI voice, right from the CRM. So this is a super powerful tool, and it's just one component, one spoke in the wheel of Networker Central. And again, there's companies just built on a CRM like Salesforce, or if you're using another CRM product, you can probably get rid of it and save that money by moving to Networker Central. The next thing is websites, replicated websites, and sales funnels. We've got over 50 pre-done, professionally designed websites in all different verticals. So if you're just looking for generic ads about working from home, starting a home-based business, we've got those built into the system. But in addition, there's over 50 websites designed in just about every vertical you can imagine. So, just as network marketing, they do everything, right? There's legal service, there's health and beauty, there's skincare, there's essential oils, there's fuel savings products, there, you name it. But we've got landing pages ready to go in all of those verticals right out of the gate. And on top of that, we have a website builder where you can build your own pages from scratch, right from within the system. Let me just show you here. Landing pages and websites. Like I said, if you want to use our pre-done sites, you can just go under the page manager here and scroll and view anything you're looking for. Maybe you're selling life insurance, for example, and you can use a really nice professional site in this. We've got it for just about, like I said, anything you can imagine. But the power is actually creating your website. So you just click create new website. You can select a template. I've already got one going here, so we'll go over to my custom website so you can have a look. But literally, the site is already pre-done. It's not going to be like images that you can't use. Everything on this page is already copywritten and ready to go, and you can just hover over. Maybe you want to change an image here. And this too I like, because a lot of people are like, well, what image will I use? Well, almost every template we've got alternative images that you can hover over and use, so you don't even have to think about it. You're like, yeah, that one looks great. Let's change it over to that. But if you want to, you can absolutely upload and use your own as well. And then when it comes to writing headlines and content, you can just click in a very easy editor, or if you're like me, just have AI do it. Just click in here. Ava, this is just one of the cool things she can do. She can help you out write a headline. She can write content, anything you need, and it's all included in the system. But these sites can be as simple or as complicated as you want, but you can link them together. You can connect a form, anything that you're really looking to do. This right here, this is created with our website builder. Very simple to drop a video in. You can even put kind of advanced things. If you're like, hey, I really want them to watch this video. I don't want them to go through to the next step unless they've watched at least a minute. You can set that up inside our website builder. It's really easy. And then you can control the form, what types of questions are asked, basics, first name, last name, email, phone, but maybe you want to ask a couple custom questions. You can drop them right in here as well. And then you'll see here that all of our forms automatically have this disclaimer message that allows you to communicate through AI with Ava, our AI voice assistant, to send automated AI voice calls as well as SMS calls. And we'll come back to that after. But yeah, you can control control all of this. So don't get overwhelmed. The website builder is simple, but it can also be advanced. So if you are a software developer, front end designer, there are some advanced features over here. You can upload your own HTML, your own style sheets. You can drop in meta tags, whatever you need. Okay, but very easy to use, and most of you should be able to do this. But hey, we mentioned at the beginning, we had a couple new hires, and we're really excited about a new AI systems strategist that started with us, Brian, just started on Monday, and he's done some amazing work for us in the past, and we've been happy to be able to negotiate bringing him on full time here. So Brian's built out some just really cool websites. So if you're looking, your team's looking for something a little higher end, you need a full-blown website. Brian does some amazing work. This is just one example of what he's done. Another program here. But yeah, if you're looking for a really cool sales funnel, we can connect you up with Brian, and we can help you put these together. And it's more than just sales funnels. He's really good at producing videos too. So they can be humorous, AI videos. Here, I'll just play a few seconds of this so you can get an idea.
In a world full of artificial intelligence and mass messaging, personal connection is becoming increasingly important.
That's why we created Send a Vid, fully branded personal.
As you can see, yeah, you can make really cool videos with AI. Here's another one. And again, we can do this. We can even turn you. We're doing AI cloning internally now. So if you want, from just a few photos and a little bit of voice, we can actually create an AI avatar. Or again, this is actually just a complete AI one, but looks pretty cool. Have a listen.
Welcome to the 60-second workday. Over 500,000 people are using a simple copy and paste strategy to target about 1.2% daily growth.
Anyway, there's so much stuff. We're so impressed with what Brian can do here, and to have him on the team. So yeah, if you're struggling to get your website put together, or you and your team is looking to get a more professionally produced video, yeah, reach out to our team, and we can see what we can put together. Yeah, some just amazing stuff. I'll show you. We're even going to have some cool stats for you. I've got Brian right now. He's recreating a 22-minute video for one of our clients, and it looks so amazing. And give us a couple weeks to run it, and I'm going to give you guys the percentage improvement just by using a professional service. But again, you don't have to hire someone to build your websites. You can definitely do all this stuff by yourself. But yeah, there is resources out there. I know some of our clients aren't too designer friendly, or tech savvy. Yeah, you can always hire someone over on Fiverr, or one of those freelance.com or whatever sites for a little bit of input if you need, or again, like, reach out to us. But what's cool is, as you build this stuff, I'm going to show you with team sharing, you only have to do it once. Once you build out a really cool funnel and it works, you can now duplicate and share that with your entire team. So past the website builder, email is still a major component in the platform. I know a lot of people think email is dead, but it's not. I remember listening to Russell Brunson from ClickFunnels, the same thing. They email every day. It's like, every day I don't mail is the day I don't make money. And, we've seen it as well. I mean, you have to communicate with your prospects. You have to stay in touch with them. And email is a really good way to do it. That's built into the platform. So you don't have to go out and buy Aweber or MailChimp or Constant Contact, any of those services. It's actually built into here, and it's very inexpensive. Constant Contact, with just say 10,000 subscribers, you'd be paying over $300 a month for that service. And right here at our premier level, you can have up to 5,000 contacts absolutely free, sending out quite a few emails. And with that, you can still build out the same professional HTML messages, drop tables in there, emojis. So you can build this brand. And this is what I'd say is like, yeah, if sending email is important, but it has to look good, right? Don't just send a bunch of garbage out there. Build a professional email series and drip on your contacts, because although we'd like them to, take advantage of the offer and sign up the moment they see it like you did, most people don't. Okay. So, it might be a few days, might be a few weeks, few months. They might even respond to something you send out a few years later. Like they say in social media, you don't know, just because they didn't like your post or reply or comment doesn't mean they're not watching, right? And the same thing goes with email. And you're going to find that you put one of these campaigns together. I get it all the time. People reach out and they're like, I don't even know this guy reached out to me. I have no idea where he even came from. And then they pop in the CRM and they find out that contact was like 9 months earlier, came through and was just getting email. Like they'd literally written them off. So don't let that be you. Use an email autoresponder service. And again, save money. Use the platform. It's got it built in. Now, there's a lot of other components in here. There's a full-on media library to store your videos, your audios, your PowerPoints, anything you're sharing with your team. If you've got example posts, all that stuff you can store in the media library. There's templates and scripts, so you're not writing and rewriting the same things over and over again. Whether it's a text message, whether you're doing a WhatsApp message, or maybe you communicate on Facebook, whatever it is, you can create these templates and just click, send. It'll automatically pre-populate with the prospect's name or any other variables you've got in there. It's a huge time saver. And not only that, when you use our team sharing feature, it keeps your entire team on the same page doing the exact same thing. Because it's like the telephone game, right? You just tell someone to do, and it goes down about 2 people, and they're doing something completely different, right? Put a process together and duplicate it. And that's where we're coming to here. This is called team sharing. This might not seem like the exciting thing of Networker Central, but this is the power behind the entire platform. Because if you're in this, it's probably more than just you and yourself, right? You want to build an organization. You want hundreds, if not thousands or tens of thousands of people on your team. Team sharing allows you to do that. So you can build out, like I said, you can build out a very nice sales funnel. Maybe this is your business, right? Maybe you sell videos or something, right? Whatever it is, once you get this process nailed down, you can literally bundle it up. So website, sales funnel, emails, text messages, training modules, everything you can think of that's in our platform and more, you can bundle up in a team share. And just by sharing that link or a team share code and password, once someone joins under that link or under that share code, they'll automatically get access to all of your assets. Now, I know some other companies, more enterprise solutions, offer what's called cloning. It allows you to take something and take a snapshot of it, and the user has to go in and he's got to change all his links and stuff like that. Not with this. We've built a wizard around this. So when you build a website, whatever the customizable variables are. So maybe in the last page of the sales funnel, there's a buy now link that goes to your corporate office with their user ID. Or maybe it goes to Stripe for a payment. Whatever it is, whatever those unique variables are that your teammates need to provide, whether it's their company username or their payment URL, that they'll be prompted for that when they join the team share. And once they add those 1 or 2 or 3 items and hit submit, the system will spin for a moment, and literally all of their sites, all of their emails, all of their text messages will be crafted with those unique variables for them. Okay. So that's team sharing. It's really cool. Lastly, and again, super powerful, is lead generation and traffic. What's the point of these tools if you have nobody going to your pages, right? You could have the best site possible, and again, now, a lot of people are out there, they're posting on social media. I mean, there's a lot of ways to get people to your website. But if you're looking for a simple way, the best way to drive traffic to your website is through advertising. So whether you go out there, run your own ads on Google or TikTok or Facebook, that's obviously a great way, but it's time consuming and expensive. If you're looking for something simpler, we have an integrated traffic solution right here where you can actually purchase traffic right from within the system. So whether or not you're looking for leads, people that have filled out maybe a generic work at home page like this, or if you want traffic, if you have your own custom page, you can literally just put your URL in and say, send sites to here, and you can purchase as little as 50 clicks. They come down as low as 76 cents per visitor based on that's not some promotional price. That's our regular price. Once you're on our loyalty program, you'll ultimately get traffic down at 76 cents per visitor on our larger packages. Now, what does that mean? If you've got a page similar to this or this, asking for first name, last name, email, phone, very common. Most of these pages are converting at around 30% click to lead. So 1 in 3 people that click on this page ultimately watch the video and fill in the form. Now, your page is going to vary. I mean, if you've got a longer page, like this one here, for example, is 10 pages long, the sales funnel. But what they're going for is a more qualified prospect that's gone through a complete survey process. And we can help you with that as well, if that's what you're looking for. But a simple page like this or this with our traffic, it's about 1 in 3. So what does that mean? You can generate leads for under $3 a lead. Very inexpensive. But like I said, if you don't want to go through the hassle and you're like, hey, I just want some people to talk to, build my business, a lot of options from there. We've got our real-time phone interview leads. These have been interviewed by our live call center or our AI agents. They'll ask them 4 or 5 questions, confirm that they have at least $100 today to get started in a home-based business. These are really good leads. Another fantastic lead is our surveyed leads. Let me just show you one of these. So a surveyed lead, they've come through, not only put their name, phone, and phone number in, but they've added additional questions. So how many hours are they willing to invest in starting their business? How much money are they looking for? Do they have startup capital? And the minimum here is $250 to $500. Interest level, and I love this free form box. They can tell you everything, like I lost my job, or I need an extra $600 a month to keep my wife at home. Whatever it is, you're going to get those answers. So yeah, a lot of cool things. And if you're just looking for inexpensive leads, we do have our express leads, which is just a simple form like this: first, last, email, phone, and very inexpensive. In real time, you can target locally if you want to target specific area codes, specific time zones. You only want to work different states. That's going to be in here later this week. Yeah, full control over the leads you're getting. So anyway, lots of options. If you got any questions on the leads, definitely reach out. But lead generation is great. So don't struggle. Maybe you got a full-time job and your upline's telling you to go spend 4 hours a day trolling Facebook and all these different groups and stuff. I mean, sometimes it's just easier to turn it on and say, hey, I need 5 new leads every day delivered to me at 5 p.m. when I get off work. Our system will do it. It's that simple. Okay. And then on top of all this, we do have a mobile app that lets you do all of this from the road or on the go. You're not strapped to your computer like I am. Once you've got your site set up and all that, your day-to-day prospecting activities, using the CRM, taking notes, messaging people, sending websites, all that stuff can be done from within the app, as well as managing your inbound lead campaigns. So you can manage your traffic, your clicks, leads, how many you get per day. All of that can be controlled from the mobile app. So like I said, Ava is our AI virtual assistant. Well, she was. Now more of an AI voice assistant. So she used to do, writing content, building websites, writing social media posts. I mean, she can still do all this, right? Responding to customers. I mean, there's companies that's all their company does, really. Yeah, okay, it's got that built in. But on top of that, Ava can now pick up the phone and call your leads. She can introduce you, edify your team. She can confirm interest by asking those qualifying questions. And then in addition, she can actually take actions like text a link to get your prospect to the next stage, the next video, send them to a payment link, whatever you need. She can also schedule an appointment right in your calendar. So let's just have let's example. Let's say they came through, you were using our short form leads, and then you had Ava do a quick dial just to confirm interest. Have a listen here.
Hello.
Hi, Cassandra. This is Ava, the virtual assistant for Wendy Stevens at Beach Bosses. I wanted to first thank you for visiting our website and requesting more information today. We just wanted to give you a quick call to provide you with more details. Before we get started, I need to mention that all calls may be recorded for quality assurance. With that out of the way, it says here that you are looking to earn some additional income working from home. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Great. So, are you currently working right now?
I am. I work full-time.
Thanks for sharing that. Are you looking for something part-time or full-time?
I'd be interested in something part-time for now.
Got it. One last question. What is the primary reason you're looking to start something right now? Is it mainly for extra money, or is there something more driving your interest?
It's mainly for extra money. I would like to have a little extra cash for travel and that sort of thing.
Cassandra, you sound like a perfect candidate for this opportunity. The next step will be to coordinate a call with Wendy so you can get more information on the business and see if it's a fit. Would it be better for Wendy to give you a call back during the day or the evening? What works best for you?
Actually evening would be better.
That's great, Cassandra. I'll pass this information along to Wendy and they'll be in touch soon. Thank you so much for your time, Cassandra. It was a pleasure speaking with you. I'll let Wendy know we spoke and pass along the info. Have a great day.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Take care, Cassandra. Goodbye.
She's so good on the phone, a lot more polite than I would be. But that call went pretty smooth. But and most of them do, to be honest. I've scanned and listened to probably 1,000 calls while training Ava. This was a simple kind of verification call, just to ask a couple qualifying questions, see if they're worth your time to give them a ring back, right? But there's other campaigns you can pick if you wanted, like I said, to schedule an appointment into a calendar or send them a link to a website or have them return to a website that maybe they didn't complete. You can pick that campaign and assign it to the user. And a lot of ways to do that, from triggering it through the website itself. When someone comes through, you can say, hey, 7 minutes after filling out this form, I want Ava to call. Now, you're saying, why would I wait 7 minutes? Well, it depends on what your process is. If you already have a very successful funnel, maybe they go through 3 stages, there's a 20-minute video, and 1 or 2% of those people automatically pull their credit card up and join. We don't want to disrupt that, right? We want to let them go through that process. So figure out with the timing, right? Make sure you get your automated sales coming through. And then whatever that is, whether it's 7 minutes, whether it's 37 minutes, trigger Ava to call at that time. Now, there's other things you can do as well. Like what happens if she doesn't reach you? As you know, like you try calling to people. How many people answer the phone? Well, with us, it's about 16.8%. At least that's what it was last month. And that's just on the first call. So yeah, around 17% of our prospects pick up on the first ring. Well, not the first ring, the first call. But what do we do with the rest of them? Well, we have a couple options. We have something called a reattempt campaign you can create. And you can say, hey, no answer, try again in 15 minutes. No answer, try again tomorrow at 3. No answer, wait 2 days and try again in the morning. So you can set those campaigns up. It's a free tool within the system. And you can also trigger voicemails. So a very common strategy is 3-call strategy. I've seen a number of teams use. They call, if there's no answer, they immediately call back again, no answer. They wait 15 minutes, call a third time. This time, no answer, they drop a voicemail. And here's an example of a voicemail. Have a listen.
Hello, Dennis. This is Ava calling on behalf of Sarah Wilson with Beach Bosses. Sarah would love to connect with you for a 15-minute strategy session to discuss the next steps for starting your own online business from home. When you have a moment, please choose a time in Sarah's calendar at meetwithsarah.com. Or if you prefer, you can give Sarah a call back at 480-455-1400. Thanks and have a great day.
So that voicemail left a whole bunch of things. You're probably like, I don't want them to leave my voicemail. Don't worry. There's like 10, 12 different voicemail options, whatever you're thinking. There's a solution already in place for it in here. So under automations, AI voice assistant, this is where our campaigns are. Very, very easy. Okay. What's cool about this is you can get in here and in a matter of minutes, you can tell your friends and family that you just programmed an AI. It's really that simple. You click to add a voice campaign. You can preview and pick the campaign specific to what you want. And then when you get the one you want, you're just prompted to put in a few variables like this one here, first name, last name, company team name, calendar, how to pronounce it. Click Save Changes. Voila, you just programmed an AI agent. And it literally works the same on voicemail. You can create voicemail campaigns, pick the campaign, drop in those variables for what you need, and it's done. And what's cool with the voicemail too, it's not a recording. A lot of people are like, I just want to do a voicemail. Now this is a real voicemail because I screen calls, I screen voicemails, and I jump into them halfway between if it's something I want to listen to, and this too. So if someone actually picks up and says, oh no, I'm here, Ava will continue on like a real person and have that communication in there. So anyway, there's a lot in here. I'm just going to skip ahead to one more thing here, but put your questions down. Heidi's going to join us in just a moment, but I wish I could spend hours going through every feature of the system. But don't worry, there's a lot of tools within, a lot of training videos. We have all these short training videos that you can go through to learn about anything. If you want to learn about voice broadcasting or using our new SMS features, there's videos on that as well as a full support team. But before I bring Heidi on, I just want to mention our affiliate program because, well, I was just issuing commissions today and I was pretty excited about this. We've got so many people are getting paid. Our affiliate program is amazing. It's not a multi-level marketing program. Don't worry. You don't have to sign up and pay a fee. There's no monthly auto ship, none of that stuff. It's just, standard affiliate programs like Amazon or any of these companies. But we have put a twist in there where most of these companies only pay on one or two levels. We've put a super affiliate bonus that pays down infinite levels. Let me show you how it works. So basically it's free to join and we pay out 45% residual income for the life of that referral. Okay. This isn't fractional business volume, product points, whatever your company is calling it, where they take, let's say, the cost of a milkshake and it's $80, but they pay you commissions on 40. This isn't like that. Affiliate programs, like I said, if I referred you over to Amazon to buy this TV, they're going to give me 15%, and that's going to be on what it was, $500, right? Same thing goes here. We pay out 45% on the actual dollar amount collected. Okay. And from there, we pay it out across 3 tiers. Multiple tiers, but we have 3 levels of commissions. We pay out 25% on the direct referral. That's your first level. People that you refer, you're going to get 25% over and over and over again as they renew each month on their subscription. We pay out 10% on level 2. So if they've referred anyone, that'll be your level 2. And then if you qualify as our super affiliate, you can tap into infinity bonuses paid down levels 3, 4, 5, 67, 127. It goes literally down to infinity or until another super affiliate is reached within that specific line of genealogy. Okay, you'll still get it everywhere else. But anyway, it's really cool. It's a very simple plan. Commissions We pay out the 45 all the time, so can't double dip on it or whatever. But you'll get anywhere from 10 to 25% on everybody in your team up until that next super affiliate. So what does that mean? I mean, just by becoming a super affiliate, that's 25 people at any level that you've personally enrolled, and then 75 more anywhere in your organization. That's going to earn you over $8,000 a year if they're on that premier level. Now, could you make a lot more than that? Absolutely. We just want to keep this reasonable here. I know most of our affiliates are doing this on a part-time basis in addition to their secondary income. But yeah, I mean, drop this in a calculator. What if you had 1,000 people? What if you had 5,000 or 10,000? Is it possible? Not only is it possible, people are doing this in other companies already. There's enterprise solutions. Like I said, Salesforce.com, Go High Level. We're talking over 1 million users on those platforms. You're here at the beginning of Networker Central. Share it with your team. Share it with your upline, your sideline. Share it with all those people that hit you up to join their opportunity, right? Just start talking about it. But what's cool about this is, once they get on using software, this isn't some fly-by-night, gimmicky, overpriced product. They're going to stay on here and use this for a long time. And Heidi and I can attest to this. We've been software owners for over 20 years, and we use software, the same software, like QuickBooks, for example. Probably over 15 years of using it for payroll. We've got tracking software. We've got hosting software. We've got payment solutions. Once we start using something, and it works, it's hard to migrate off those services. And that's what we attain to be here with Networker Central. Very inexpensive program. It's free to get going. We've got some tools here so you can introduce it to others. But basically, it's a 14-day free trial. 2 options, very simple. There's a pro plan, a premier plan. Save 20% if you want to do this on an annual basis, which I recommend. But I recommend Premier, at least starting with it. The difference is you get higher contact limits and sending email limits and things like that. But really, why you'd want to be there is if you're a leader or you're striving to be a leader, where you want to create and share your funnels and everything with your team, you need to be at the Premier level for our team sharing administrative functions. Another reason you want to be here is if you're excited about AI voice, SMS, and our upcoming AI SMS automations. That's all included at the Premier level. And then lastly, if you're just interested in referring us as an affiliate, you can join that affiliate program for free. Don't worry, just sign up, cancel. It'll put you down into a free affiliate account. You can earn up to 2 levels of commissions for free just by being a free affiliate. But if you want to get paid on the affinity bonuses, you need to be a Premier subscriber. That's halfway qualified to becoming a super affiliate. So I recommend that. But let's bring Heidi back on for questions. And while she's coming on, take a snapshot of this. This is our support desk. We do have a live customer support team. We are located across the country, but we run on Arizona hours because that's where I am. So that's what we set up. So anyway, 8:30 to 4:30, Monday to Friday, you can reach out on our toll-free number, through support, or even live chat, and they can help you out. Okay, welcome back, Heidi.
Hello. Yes. Are there short generic video links we can text or message?
Yeah, there is actually. So if you go into our platform, here, I'll just share you because we haven't had that question. So let's see. Yeah, if you go over here under resources and then media library, I never really showed the media library, but there's 2 areas of the media library. There's the team area. This is material that us as a company shares with you. And then the private media library, this is where you can build your own library of images, videos, all that stuff. But under this team folder, you can see right here, if you're ever looking for a replay of one of our videos, you can find it right here. But if you're looking for those short videos, just go into video. There's some on Networker Central itself. But then under opportunity videos, you can find different ones, whether it's about the business opportunity, like you can just see all these emerging technologies, essential oils, health and beauty. We've got generic videos created in a um, number of these areas here. And some of them are, I don't even know. Let's click on one here. They're pretty well done. Here, we'll watch one for a sec. Oh, what happened there? So you get the idea. There's a bunch of different videos, and we are going to add more onto there. And what we're also going to be doing is producing some more company-specific videos. So if you've got a good team on here and you're looking for something more specific to your opportunity, we can assist with that as well.
Okay, well, this is another question we were asked last week about the AI texting launch.
Yeah,
The new automated texting launch. I know you said probably
This-
60 days last week, but
Yeah,
where are we on that?
we're still sitting around the same timeline. Like I said, we're going to break it into some smaller components, but AI is really important to us. But we've been a little preoccupied. We acquired two companies in the first quarter of this year, and we had some timelines to merge and bring all their assets and stuff over. So a lot of that has been completed, and everything will kind of be done with that by the end of the month. And we'll be back on. We'll have our AI or our development team fully focused on getting the SMS features out.
Okay, do you have any email templates we can use?
Yeah, there are some email templates in the system there, but I would suggest just using AI. It just takes a matter of a few minutes. You can use our free AI tool. It's basically just ChatGPT. So you can go in there and just tell it a little bit about your business and what you're looking for, and just in an instant, it can create a very professional email for you to use. I would suggest that, right? We all want email deliverability, et cetera. And if everybody in the world is using the same template that's in Networker Central, it could be filtered. So I'd recommend just be a little creative. You don't have to be a copywriter. AI can help you do it.
Oh, thank you. Nicole from Dedicated is a great asset. Thank you. Yes, she's great.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was one of our acquisitions. We acquired Dedicated Media Solutions a little earlier this year, and Nicole has joined our support team. So yeah, we welcome her as well.
Yeah, I just have a question about our company. We've been around for 25 years, Responsive Data, but Networker Central. Dennis, when did we launch this? Three
Yeah,
years ago, I guess.
it was 3 years ago
3 years
on
ago, yeah.
April. So it was kind of a slow launch at the beginning. But once we brought out Ava and our AI virtual assistant, it's just exploded since then. And yeah, we're growing bounds. And we expect this to be really a breakout year for us I feel like we already are the #1 tool in network marketing. I mean, a lot of people are using other enterprise solutions, but network marketing tools, we are making this so simple for everybody, and the cost is literally a fraction of what others are. I mean, these other solutions, you have to, if you want to dial the phone, for example, you have to go and actually set up your own Twilio account. You have to get an A2P application. You got to do a whole bunch of stuff, and you have to plug in a bunch of materials. Where we've created this where anybody can do it. And that's really the key. We're trying to keep this duplicatable. And if what you're doing is going to tell someone, oh, you got to go set up a Twilio account and go get a Go High Level account, and you got to go to Ring Central, and then we're using this AI tool here, and then I'm using boards. I mean, it's just confusing. So get them on, get everybody on the same page, share your share link, and it's just so easy to duplicate.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you're asking, somebody's asking us, will this be recorded? This is recorded every week and then we will transfer it to our Facebook page tomorrow. It'll be up by what time, Dan? Like tomorrow
Actually, Heidi,
afternoon,
I'm going to correct
probably.
you on this one. The Facebook is a live stream. So right
Right.
now it is live streaming, and minutes after it's available. So you can definitely forward people to our Facebook page and be able to see this recording 5 minutes from now. But tomorrow we have a link. It's replay.networkercentral.com. If you click on it now, you're going to see last week's. But tomorrow morning, this Zoom link will be uploaded to that server. So replay.networkercentral.com will always have the latest replay, as well as if you saw there when I went to the media library, there's a little folder called webinar replays. It'll be in there as well. So you can always go back and have a look.
Okay.
And yes, you could share, like I said, if someone on your team you wanted to share this with, just grab that link from your media library and share it over. Oh, she's getting the glasses on, getting serious
I know
now.
I can't read very good. Also, sorry, this is a long one. Also, even though I understand why you have it set up that you first have to use one of the templates to start a texting conversation, compliance issues, et cetera, et cetera. However, I got to thinking or remembering that when people fill out the opt-in page, they are checking the box to receive text, consenting. So I was curious as to why we still have to use one of the templates first, or at least if there's a brand new lead.
Oh, that's a really good question, and you are correct. Compliance wise, in general, you can just text, but we're looking for the integrity of the whole platform. And unfortunately, I've been in this industry for a long enough time to see what people do, and just proper, even though it's allowed. If you open that initial text message by just shooting someone a link like, hey, let's get started and make money at makemoney.com, you're going to get not only yourself in trouble, you're going to get us in trouble. And I'm not saying that that's going to break TCPA laws, because yes, legally they've checked it and you're allowed to. But that doesn't mean that the telco companies like that, because they don't. And because if you send out links, they're going to start to get banned immediately. Where if you have a friendly first message and then send the link on the second message, now you've got open communication, and that improves our deliverability with Twilio and the telco companies. So this is really for your protection. I feel like we have created enough templates. I think there's over 20 of them. We've got, a first one. If they don't reply, there's a second one, there's a third one. But if you and your team has a real unique message that you want to go out, as long as it doesn't have a hyperlink, reach out to us, because I have done that for some of the larger teams. I had one the other day. They have more of an interview process, and we didn't have a first message that aligned with that. So we created it for them. So again, if you can't find something in there, I'd be happy to do it. But really the reason is for your protection. Okay. We're trying to keep your account up and running. Find something in there.
There's just a question. Are we based out of Mesa, Arizona? Yes, we have an office in Mesa, Arizona. We actually are to customer service. They live in Mesa too. And we were all in-house in the office until COVID. And then people have, are working from home, but we still work from our office in Mesa, Arizona. We originally started in
Me and
Canada.
Heidi, we've got a 6,500 square foot. This is a real building, not a.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have an office building here. So yeah, if you ever want to come by, we've got a nice boardroom, and come see us. But yeah, we're all over the place. We got a couple in California. We've got Pennsylvania, Maryland. We're all over the place. But everybody, it's kind of cool. They all work our hours. So even those on the East and even those overseas, we've got international people working with us as well. And we're all working the same time frame here.
Okay. That's all the questions for tonight.
Okay, well, I appreciate it, all of you. And if there's anything me and Heidi can do to help you out, we are reachable through the customer service lines as well. You can't reach us directly, but they can put you in touch with us. We'll reach out. So if you'd like to speak with us directly about, maybe you've got a large team or a new company that's launching, or maybe you want us to speak on your team call, anything we can do to help. Okay. And don't get overwhelmed. If you've got some people on your team and you need help building websites and sales funnels and all of that, we have more than a few people here that can assist you with that. Or again, like I mentioned, if you are looking to hire someone to do more professional video production, AI cloning, any of that, we've got those services available here, very inexpensive as well, because really we just want to get it going so you can start sharing this with your team. So with that, see you guys all next week. Have a great night.
Yeah, thank you for joining us again.